All right, guys, how you doing? My name is Franklin Cruz. We are going to be talking about lot splitting, and I'm going to show you some examples. So this is a lot, which goes this way. See, this is a property right here. So I purchased this property. Then I discovered there was 3 other lots there that I could possibly split. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do a lot splitting. Not like exactly to the micro detail, but I'm going to give you pretty much the overview of it, so then you could take probably a piece of land like this and hopefully convert it over to a development of 96 units or more or less in the near future. So let's actually turn this baby around. Let's go right into it. So just to show you, this is that property right there. It was at 720 West 14th, which we're actually still working on right now. But that right there, if you go to the property appraiser's office, and let's say in your municipality you have a property appraiser's office. This is ours right here in Polk County. So you go right here, and then you'll see that then I discovered that you could actually have, there's 1 lot, 2 lots, 3 lots. So there's a process. So we actually had to first decide, do we want to do a lot split? Then after that process, you actually have to get what they call a site plan. So you actually have to showcase, which this is right here, a site plan, showcasing this is a property that we could fit in this lot. And this is possibly what it could look like. Then you're going to work with a civil engineer to take this and actually convert everything over to 3 separate lots. And you're going to work with a surveyor company to ask for new legal descriptions if it's necessary on these lots as well. Then after that, then you have to get approval by your municipalities to get this approved. And they send you documentation and everything related to that. Once you have that and you have a rendering or a conceptual, this is what we're building over there. And we're building a lot more of these in the city of Lakeland starting right now. But it came from, there was first a house here. We demoed that. We did the lot split. And now basically what we created was we tripled the value of this property by converting from 1 lot to 3 other lots. Now, sometimes that could happen in your area, sometimes that cannot. Then what we did was then we converted that, and now we're building 3 houses there. We're in the middle of construction on these lots right here, and so you see where it's headed towards. So it's a really cool modern product that we're putting out there. But you could also do that with just a normal home as well. So if you see, this is a property that we're purchasing. There's a house here, but it encompass right here. It's basically encroaching. I'm sorry, not encompass. Encroaching on the lot next door. There's 2 lots that are here. So if you see in this encroachment, there's probably about 10-foot encroachment. So what we're doing is we're still doing a lot split, and we actually have this sold for $28,000. But before, anybody else, you would think about, oh, we'll just sell the lot and everything. But we're not doing that. What we're doing is we're cutting this little bit off. So we're basically requesting from the surveying company to create a new legal description, taking out this 10-foot area within the legal description. And then that's how we're doing the lot split, that it could actually be still a lot that they can build on that property. Once you get good at this, you can then even take, this is kind of the starter kit when it comes down to development, is learning how to do 1 lot, right, into 3, learning how to, or even convert 1 house that has an extra lot into 1, then 3. And then you start figuring out what are the studies that are necessary to do larger developments, right? And then on that, you can, on this particular property, if it shows it right here, so we went from having this 1 property right here, not that property. So then we converted it over to right here to 41 houses. And then I actually did sell this property to KB Homes. And it was pretty cool because they named the street after my family. So that's kind of the beginning phases when it comes down to understanding a lot split. Now, there's a lot more to it. So you've got to, whenever you're doing this lot split, the main reason why you're doing it is you want to create more value in the neighborhood. So if you can actually build more homes, that's a good thing. You're bringing more great people to that neighborhood, that's only going to raise the revenues up in a good way. The values, it increases pretty much the look of the neighborhood as well, if that's what you're going for. And then you can start buying other lots, because not everybody understands how to build or develop. Then on how you do it, now remember, you have to first designate, is this the land that we want? Is this what we're going for? If that's what we're going for, then you want to work with a civil engineer. If it's a small property, civil engineer, or if it's a larger one, I highly recommend having a great developer in your pocket that can walk you through this process. Just because it can be very expensive if you don't know what you're doing. So I would rather you spend the money on a great developer, somebody that you can get your hands on, and then he's the quarterback through all this process. Then you're working with a civil engineer, you're working to get the wetland delineation studies, you're working to get any kind of studies that are necessary for this. It could be the ESA reports, which basically that means is the land, is the soil good enough to actually build? Can you compact that land to make it buildable, yes or no? Then you've got other studies that you have to be concerned for, and they can change. So you've got your topo boundary tree survey that you have to complete, your wetland delineation study that you have to complete, your ESA 1 or ESA 2, that's the environmental site assessments. Then you possibly have a wetland delineation as well, and then it can keep going. It all matters how large. So I've personally worked with as large as 130 acres all the way down to, one lot. But it's never not been a profitable or very interesting way of actually creating profitability for the area and yourself, just because a lot of people don't understand how to do it. And then you could even get into, like, this was a 9-acre parcel, and then we converted over to 96 units, and then now we already have it pre-sold for a very good multiple. So hopefully this is extremely helpful if you're in the middle of looking at a lot and you're like, man, what do I do? You potentially could do a lot split. So if I was you, I would definitely look in your property appraiser's office, see if the lot is already there, if there's actually lot numbers or not. Sometimes you could see it right there. So it's lot 13, 12, and 18. We actually created these lots later on and created the actual, these. Now they have a separate street address, 720, 716, and 717 as well. And this is only the beginning. This is the start of doing a larger development as well. So hopefully this is helpful. I'm going to do my best to actually stay very consistent with just putting out great content of what I'm learning in real time and what I'm actually doing in real time as a real estate developer. And if you like this video, if you're getting value out of this video, again, please like and share it. And I am also a real estate development mentor. So if you're an advanced real estate investor and you want to actually start getting more heavily involved in the development side and start understanding the advanced side of real estate development, definitely reach out. Let me know exactly what you may be interested in. Probably we could work together. And if not, stay blessed. Have an amazing day. And we keep it consistent. No excuses. Make it happen. All right, bye.